So why is feeding my baby food so stressful? Milk is easy, right? I think early on, um, that's all babies have, milk, right? So you can just focus on one one food source. Uh, but when they start having solids, that's when you almost go into decision fatigue, right? There's too many options and there's so much fear. You have to worry about them choking, and every gag just terrifies you. And like, where do you begin, right? Um, it's definitely very stressful. I know for me, the constant decision of what to make my baby every day, what to introduce my baby to, what to expose them to. I mean, there's just so much, right? You just finished. Yeah, you're probably just getting the hang of things, right? In terms of it's week 22, things are getting better, hopefully, and now you have to introduce baby food. And for me growing up, baby food was Gerber. It was those little small jars of puree. That's what my mom fed me with, and that's what my mom fed, and I witnessed her feed my brother and sister with that, and it was all pureed food, right? And these days, it's all about baby-led weaning. Um, and there's no exact science to it. I know for me, I tried to make it less stressful, and whatever I saw at the supermarket, whatever you know, whatever made me excited to try, I would try to buy that and introduce that to my baby. I looked at it less like a chore and more like, let me try to expose my baby to as many different foods as possible and let them decide what they like and don't like, right? There's going to be times when your baby doesn't enjoy a certain item. I know my baby right now, she loves breakfast sausages. Um, she loves pasta, but there's things that she doesn't like, namely broccoli. Um, every time I put it on her plate, she'll take it and throw it to the side. But each baby, having three kids now, each baby has their own preferences, right? I think I've learned now that all I can do is just give my baby exposure to it, right? Let them try it. Let them open their mind to more foods than just French fries, and and not be afraid, right? Not be afraid of every gag, right? I know for me, cutting any food in long strips was almost better than just small little bites. When they can hold something and grab it, and tear at it with their tooth, or two teeth, or how many little teeth they have, that's safer than just little bites, right? That's what I've learned. My years of wisdom as a dad. But yeah, it's just I wouldn't worry too much about it, right? Have fun with it. Go to the supermarket. It's given me an opportunity to try foods I wouldn't have tried day in and day out. I mean, before that, me and my wife were just clockwork, right? We just have the same meals every day, same meal on Monday, same meal on Tuesday, buy the same buy the same meats, buy the same fishes. But now, when I'm out, it's exciting, to a certain extent. I get to introduce my baby to eggplant and zucchini and leeks and different meats. Lamb. My daughter just loves lamb, holding lamb by the bone and just tearing at it. And you know, before I had kids, I probably wouldn't have done that. So it's as much as about just trying to, not necessarily feeding them, but just showing them food, right? Having them be excited about food, right? Not just that it nourishes you, but all the different textures and flavors and yeah, all that exposure on your palate. That's what's the exciting part, right? Not just trying to feed your baby for the sake of getting something done, right? For feeding them and just nourishing them, but actually just, I don't know, man. Food's so special, right? It's one of my life's pleasures for me, and I just want to share that with my kids, you know. And I think once I started looking at it like that, it became less of a chore and less of a fear and less of a. I was just so caught up in the mess that it made, right? That it became just something I hated, right? But you almost have to accept the mess, right? That's just what comes down with food and babies and kids, right? Like, and you got to get over the fear that they won't like it, right? You know, all I can do as a dad, and you know, this doesn't just relate to food, is just expose my kids to just different experiences and have them make the decision whether they like it or not. Not everybody's got to like broccoli, not everybody's got to like asparagus, but they'll like something else, right? And that's something that you might not like, right? But everybody's got different preferences, and they're not gonna always like, you know, I don't always like broccoli, right? And so why should I expect my child to always like broccoli every day? You like what you like, and I can't get too down on myself if I make something and my baby doesn't like it. I'll just try again the next day. I'll try a different starch, or try a different vegetable, or try a different meat, right? It's just, it's taught me now, you know, feeding kids is feeding my baby has taught me just to embrace all variety and not get too fixated on one approach or one food type, and just have fun with it, right? Just be your kid's personal chef, and just, I don't know, next time you're at the supermarket, just see what looks interesting, right? And prepare it, right? And yeah, just a little bit all over the place today, but hopefully this helps you, right? Hopefully this helps you on your journey of not only feeding your baby, but nourishing your baby and just introducing exciting foods to your baby, right? Because there's nothing more exciting than, you know, introducing a food to your baby and just having their eyes light up. Yeah, it's just look in their eyes. That's just, wow, something, a new flavor, a new texture, and it's just, you know, it's just them, right? It's their own personality, right? It's what they like. And so, yeah, good luck out there, Dad, and I'll see you in the next video.